morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this 2025 Winnebago EKKO. You can see it's a little different from last year's model. This is on the all-new Mercedes Sprinter chassis. It's an all-wheel drive chassis. So I want to point out a couple things from a distance here. One, you're going to have more clearance. So it's got a beefier look, more aggressive look, gives you a little more clearance for going up into the mountains. A lot of folks on last year's model and the year before were doing a lift just to get 2 more inches, get a little more clearance. This is going to give you that right off the bat. As I mentioned, this is on the new all-wheel drive Sprinter chassis. So you're going to have a 4-liter or 4-cylinder twin turbo, 332 pound-feet of torque, 211 horsepower. Method aluminum wheels. We got the Hankook Dyna Pro all-terrain tires. Fixed running board on the passenger and driver side. Passenger side, you're going to have the 2 tie-down loops, 1 on each end. So a little different here from the Transit EKKO. You're going to have a front compartment here, so a little additional storage. That is due to the chassis length and setup, so they couldn't, they kind of had to change a couple of things. Nice thing, you get extra storage there. This is where the outdoor kitchen would typically be. That's not an option on the Sprinter EKKO, but you do get additional storage. If you have a cat, you want to take the cat with you. I've had customers that'll put a litter box in here and take off one of these vents so that it can go in and out. All right, as we move back here, you're going to have a couple standard outlets, cable inlet, and a 12-volt outlet. Truma Aqua Go. Very important when you open this, make sure you lift up and then lay it down flat. You don't want to break these teeth off by just pulling forward, which happens quite often. We see them come in to get new doors on them. Propane setup is the same as last year's model and the year before. You're going to have the dual propane tanks, easy to take in and out, easy to swap out at a Walmart or somewhere else when you're running low. Quick connect for your propane in case you want to take a grill with you and you want to hook up, make it easy. Back here in your garage area, you're going to have the 2 MOLLE panels, 1 on each end. Plenty of room in here for all your gear. You're going to have power. You're going to have a 12-volt outlet, light, and you also have heat in here. Another difference from last year's model is this was a flat level surface before. Now you have 2 tiers, so my sleeping bag won't work in there. That kind of took my doghouse away, but I'll have to figure something else out when I get in trouble. Again, you've got 3 entry points, so you're going to have 1 on each end. There we go. You have 1 on each end, and then you have this larger compartment door here to get your big items in and out. 30 amp short cord back here so that when you plug in at the campsite. Down below you'll see our receiver hitch. This is going to have 5,000 pound towing. The Sprinter's a little longer than the Transit EKKO. This one's going to be 24 foot 6 inches, so it's going to give you a little bit more room. I'm going to go ahead and climb up top. See if I can keep this from falling off here. I'll climb up top and show you the layout up top. All right, so here you can see we've got 3 solar panels for a total of 530 watts. You're gonna have 2 215 watt panels and then 100. That right there is gonna be your over-the-air King channel antenna. And then of course your air conditioner right in the center there. Backup camera, of course. I'm gonna open this up, set this down so I can open this awning for you. So this one's equipped with the Alu-Cab batwing awning. Which is really nice. Actually, before I extend it, I'm gonna show you this water compartment here. So here's your water bay. This is heated. There's a heater vent right here to keep this from freezing. You have an outdoor shower, your water pump switch, and your scene light or porch light back here. Gravity fill, so you can add water to your fresh tank. You can also use this to sanitize. Your gray tank drain is down here, and your fresh tank drains right to the left here. So really nice compartment. Everything's up high. You have your cable and your portable satellite inlets right there as well. All right. So you're going to have 3 Velcro straps here that you want to loosen. And you'll take this all the way around. This is a really nice feature to have. Maybe the shades, you're out front, the sun moves, or you're parked under trees, or you're parked in an area where there's sun on this side and you want to be hanging out over here. You lay this out, put your folding chairs out here, your cooler, just hang outside, makes it really nice to have. Plenty of shade on both sides this way. Kind of keeps you out of the elements too. Maybe if it's starting to rain a little bit, you can get into your garage area, get all of your gear without getting soaked. All right, this build here, this EKKO that we have, is equipped with the gas 2500 awning generator, and with one of the lithium batteries, which is in this compartment here. So open these up so you can kind of get a view. This is a 320 amp hour battery. Again, this is standard build from Winnebago, 1 battery and the generator. You can delete the generator and do a battery that's twice the size. So you get a 640 amp hour battery that fits in here. If you want to do both, you can order the standard build and we can outfit it for you and put the bigger battery in here for you. So you get best of both worlds that way. All right, this does have the cassette toilet, same as last year's model, 5-gallon cassette. Down here in this compartment, you're going to see the whale. That's what they call it. It's actually the brand. That is going to actually pump the water from the shower into your gray tank. If you're familiar with the EKKOs, when they first came out, they had a recall on that system. So they've completely redone it and made it a lot better now. So you can see up top, we do have the luggage rack option. You could probably see it when I was up there climbing around. I forgot to point it out. Each of the cross members does have a 40-pound capacity limit on it. So you got plenty of storage capacity up there with all those cross members. All right, here up front, again, we're going to have on the driver's side another fixed running board with the tie-down rings. Sprinter always has your fuel tank right here. Diesel, make sure you use the correct fuel. Here are your fuses on the chassis side. Always under your driver's seat. Driver's seat does have lumbar support. A leg extension up front. Power seats, heated seats, power windows, and mirrors as well. Right there's your hood release. All right, under the hood, as I mentioned earlier, you have a 4-cylinder twin turbo engine with 332 pound-feet of torque, 211 horsepower. If you need to give a jump or give a jump, here's your positive terminal, and right there is your ground. Inside, you got plenty of room now on these sprinters. You're gonna have your windshield wiper fluid there, your coolant on this side. Your depth fill is right here on the left side. So you can see I have the awning out. LED lights are on. Go ahead and bring that in real quick. Supposed to get a little rain, maybe some snow later on this afternoon, and then overnight, so we'll see what the weather looks like tomorrow for the video. Pay attention tomorrow. Tune in to see if who's freezing. It won't be me tomorrow. While that's coming in, let me point out this door here. Our screen door is really nice. I really like what Winnebago did on the EKKO. So you don't have a little flimsy screen. You've got a nice sturdy screen here. You know, on some of the other ones, I know my dog could run right through it. On this one, not gonna happen. So that's kind of nice to have. We do have the auto retract steps. You can shut them off so they don't retract every time you open and close the door, or extend every time you open the door. There's a switch right here that I'll point out to you. Right as we walk in, here is your step on and off. So you can shut those on or turn them on. Your coach batteries right there, that'll turn on your 12-volt system. Awning controls there, and then your light switches here. Over down here on the right side is going to be your fire extinguisher. And then as we come in, one of the cool things that they did for the new model, for the 25 EKKO, is that they gave you more seating, right? So the last year's model, you had the 2 jump seats here that faced forward with a table that would come up. It's kind of tight, not super comfortable. Now with the Sprinter EKKO, you've got this really nice lounge area here that you can sit really comfortably, and you have a seat belt here. You're going to have a seat belt across from there too, so you'll have 4 seat belts going down the road. The other thing that they did that is really cool is they give you now some more sleeping area, right? So you're going to have the bed in the back. You can option it with the pop top to get additional sleeping on the roof, but now you actually get this nice little setup here so that you can make a bed over on this side. And not only a bed, but you have some seating here. So when you get to the campsite, you can sit down, you can have a conversation, set up your table, which I'll do here in a minute. But now you have opposing couches basically. So you have plenty of hangout area. Swivel these 2 seats around, and now we can have 5 of us in here having a conversation, hanging out, especially if the weather gets bad outside. Let me grab this table, and I'll show you. Right here is where the table stores. Stores nice and neat right behind this wall. Your table base stores neatly in there. So we'll do a couple things. Set up this table real quick to show you what that looks like. Before I put that down, I'll show you this. This is really cool. So you have a latch here. This allows this to move, so you can move the table around, and you can lock it in place. There we go. So now we can sit across from each other. We can have lunch, we can have dinner, we can play cards, do a puzzle, whatever you want to do. Makes it nice and neat, and you can swivel it around with that base. Now, when it's time for bed, I'm just going to put this right here for now. That's going to pop in place right there. That'll slide down. This cushion will be the filler. And now you have a really nice sized bed here for your guests. If you want to just kind of hang out, read a book, work on your laptop, nice and comfy. Huge improvement. You get to the campsite, it's raining, it's snowing, you can't go out. You can actually hang out and do some other stuff, which is really cool. Go ahead and put this back the way it was. Put this table back. Other nice thing they did this year is they give you a privacy curtain for the bedroom. Really nice setup. In the kitchen, you now have a convection microwave. You can make popcorn, you can make your muffins, cookies, whatever you want to make. Huge sink. Nice big stainless steel round sink. Here in your windows, all your windows are going to have your day screens and then your night shades as well. To open these, you're going to go out, then now you can put your bug screen down, keep the bugs out, get some fresh air coming through here. This is going to be your remote for your max fan up top. You can mount this somewhere if you'd like. Under the sink, we're going to have our water filter and plenty of room down here for cleaning supplies. You also have a 110 outlet right there. Drawer with cutting board. Your cooktop. You can sit up here when it's time to cook. If you need additional prep space, you just take this down so it's not taking up the space for you. Here over the fridge, you're gonna have a couple things back there. You're gonna have some outlets. You have some USBs at 12 volt. And then up top there, you're gonna have your roof access port. If you wanna add a cradle point, a Wii boost, or some other options you wanna add, you don't have to drill additional holes. There's already one set up for you. Nice extra struts here, keep it solid. Solar charge controller. Again, you got 530 watts of solar on the roof. Here you can turn on your water pump, turn on your generator, check your levels, and then you have your Xantrex inverter right there. Fridge is down lower than it was in the previous model, which is really nice. Before, you kind of would have to tiptoe to get to the freezer. I like how they moved it down in this model so that everything is right there, easy to access. Nothing's really changed in the bathroom area. Still that same really awesome layout here where you have your window, you have storage over the window. You're not sitting on the toilet while you shower, right? So you can use the bathroom, wash your hands. When it's time to shower, you separate the two, and you got plenty of room in there. All right, as we go back in here into the bedroom, a couple things to point out. Still have the same storage underneath. You have storage on both sides. This is the side that actually where you put the base for your table. It's got a spot down there that locks it in place. You're gonna have a drawer on each side of the bed here. This serves as your nightstand. Up top here, you're gonna have 2 storage compartments. You're gonna have plenty of outlets. You got plenty of USBs everywhere. Now you even have USB type Cs. Same on this side, on the wall. Of course, you're gonna have your reading lights. Back here in this top right corner, you're gonna have an outlet. So if you want to mount a TV in here, it's a perfect spot to mount it. You've got your cable inlet and your power source. Huge windows, one on each side. I really like these windows. I like the fact that you can actually lock them in place right there, and it just cracks the window, you know, probably a ½ inch or so to get fresh air coming through here. But it still keeps the window locked so people can't come in. Or you can extend it out. It'll lock in different spots. And then come back in. And again, you're gonna have your day screen and your night shade. So really cool feature. The bed is, the mattresses seem a little more comfortable this year. To me anyway, they're nice and soft. If you want to make the bed a little bit larger, you just flip this over. And now you have a huge bed up here. I actually have customers that say they sleep across that way. These are going to be your night shades for the front windows. Black that out. Come up here in the cab. Again, I can't get over this living area. This is really nice. That's probably my favorite thing about the upgrade now. Have a TV up here, 24-inch TV up top. That's an option. Up overhead, you're gonna have storage. You're also gonna have your HDMI cables up there and your cable inlets. On this side, you'll see we have our thermal cover there that'll close off the cab to provide some additional insulation. Then up here in the front, we've got your basic Sprinter, right? It is on the new chassis. A couple cool things about this is you're gonna have your adaptive cruise, so you can set the distance you want to be behind the car in front of you. You're still gonna have your mouse pad on both sides. This right side is gonna control your stereo. Your 10-inch screen over here does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can flip through there, or you can just do a touchscreen. You can also use these buttons down here. There's always a home and a back button, your radio, media, navigation. So again, really nice. You can access it there, or while you're driving, if you don't want to be reaching over there, you want to pay attention, you would do it here. Make your phone calls off of this side. Again, set your cruise control here. So this does have, like I said, it's got your adaptive cruise. It's got your active brake assist, so it'll actually help you apply the brakes if it thinks you're going to get in an accident. It's got pedestrian braking as well, traffic sign assist. It's got all of the safety features that makes you know, more and more people are driving distracted, and this really helps keep you safe. You're going to have 3 little storage boxes. In the center one here, you have a wireless charging pad. You're going to have a 12-volt outlet, some HD USB type Cs. Plenty of cup holders all around. Your emergency brake, your parking brake. Because these seats do swivel around, you can push down and it'll keep it active. As you can see on the dash there, the parking brake is still engaged to keep you from rolling down if you're parked downhill. The awning, can't really tell right now, but if the awning was out when I started the van, would have come in as a safety feature as well. Down below, your key fob goes right in the spot down there. You also have another 12-volt outlet and a USB type C outlet down here. So here's another cool feature, is your rear view mirror is also a camera. It's tied into the camera back there. So you can actually adjust this. You can adjust the angle. There you go. The lighting. And if you don't like the way that looks, some people don't like it, it actually bothers me when I'm driving. You can actually shut it off by just pushing back on there and it turns into just a regular mirror. So really nice feature to have. Super cool. As I mentioned, you do have 3 settings on the seats here. Let me open this up. You got 3 settings. I would program, you know, the third one or the first one, pick one and program it so when it's time to swivel your seats, they go into the correct position so you're not having to fight how far forward do you move it and all of that stuff. Makes swiveling your seats to the back that much easier. So that is the new Sprinter EKKO. Here at Transwest, a couple of us salesmen call it the Sprecko. Makes it really easy to kind of separate the two. I kind of like that name. This one is actually available. I wanted to do a video on this because we've got a couple more coming in. I think I saw one roll in this morning. They're starting to sell pretty quick, and so if you want one, it's a good time to get one. This stock number is 5N240099, and it is available. You can give me a call, shoot me a text or an email. Call and ask for AC if you call the main number. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.